Okay, let's try that with audio. Apologies, I forgot to unmute myself. You'd think after all these Teams meetings, you would remember to do that. So sorry about that. Welcome everyone to the Dr. Smash 2021 launch and user group meeting. As you can see, we're off to a great start here. Thanks for everyone for coming through. First things first, in the bottom right corner of your YouTube video, there is a cog there. Please click on it and up your quality to either 720 or 1080p if possible, because there are some sections that we're going to show you in Dr. Smash and you would like to be able to see the details where possible. It will also help obviously going to full screen for this. We are doing this on YouTube, as last time obviously guys were battling to hear us. So this has unfortunately stopped you being able to talk back to us easily. So Christine is monitoring the chat. If you have any questions during the presentation, please put your questions there. She will keep a list of what questions need to be chatted about, and she'll pass that information on to me as the need arises or as we can approach them. So what is the purpose of this meeting? Firstly, we want to give you feedback about what we've been doing, specifically for this next version that you guys are going to be seeing. We're going to then give you some information about what projects we're looking to do in the future. And then hopefully at the end, get some feedback from you guys about what you guys are actually looking for that we might not have covered. The physical presentation, I see the question has already come through, is about 30 minutes or so. It might run a little bit longer, but it's in about the 30-minute region. So we should be done by 3:30, 3:45 in that area, depending on how many questions we get, obviously. Okay, I think I've covered everything required there. So let's just go through what we're actually going to talk about. So the agenda for today, we're going to start off talking about the POPI Act, move on to Automatrix, our Paint import section, the new Android package, Autodex importing, management reporting, the future projects we're looking at, and then getting some feedback from you guys. So let's move swiftly in. Okay, if we move on to the POPI Act, there's been a lot of hype around the POPI Act at the moment. It is an international requirement, so as much as we're not sure how they're going to really police it in South Africa, it is a requirement that we're going to need to get in place and try make sure our paperwork's sorted. So what does that actually mean? To dumb it down, simple, quick, easy versions of it, protect your client's information. You can do that through a couple of different ways, but essentially it just comes down to making sure your database is secure, which we already have done most of that for you in terms of putting passwords on your database, so only people who are allowed in can get into it. You need to just make sure that no one can get a hold of documents that you've printed, so shred anything you've printed out of Dr. Smash, and just generally don't leave things lying around. As long as you're doing that, you should be good to go. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of how you can apply it in your physical business as a panel beater. Simple thing, trying to move the receptionist away from your admin section. So when a client comes in and is talking to the receptionist, there's less chance of them seeing other clients' information. Your job cards, taking the phone number off of your job cards. This always used to be a standard to make it easy to get in contact with the client, but the POPI says that we're not allowed to do that. So you need to take those off. Your send to listings and internal reports from Dr. Smash, as I mentioned earlier, just make sure no one gets a hold of them. If you've sent them to Excel, delete the Excel after you finish using it, or put a password on it so no one can get in except authorized people. And then when a customer comes in, you need to actually just get permission from them to pass their information on to third parties. There is a document in the new Dr. Smash. So when we say new at the moment, we're talking about version 11.06. So that will be being rolled out to everyone in the coming week. Essentially in there, under your document section, there will be a document there for your clients to sign, and so that you can get covered. Due to the POPI Act, your auditors are also going to need to update their their side, because the passing of information from you to them needs to be more secure, because they're obviously also working with the database. So most people, or most of your auditors, will start moving towards what we call APIs. And a simple understanding of an API is it's an automated passing of information between one place and another. That's as much as you really need to know, but it's the key word in that is automated. So no humans having to get involved between the two places. The main people that you're going to hear talking about that at the moment is Automatrix. So we have, as we said, we will get to that in the next few moments, what they've done. Lightstone have already approached us to do the same sort of thing, and we're just waiting on BAMS to hear what they're looking to do. Okay, for your POPI requirements, please ensure that you have your relevant SLAs in place with your auditors before sending the data. You need to make sure that you are covered so that you're not contravening POPI. So this all basically sounds like good news for the admin clerks, because with everyone moving to APIs, there's no more weekly, monthly reports that are having to be manually compiled and sent through. So let's go have a look at one of those sections. Okay, Automatrix. From Automatrix side, as we said, the POPI Act has required that they move to an API, or has said that they have to be more strict in the way that they're doing it, and they've decided to do it through an API. Essentially, this system has been fully integrated into Dr. Smash, and you shouldn't, as a client, have to do anything extra to actually make it work. So what information are they actually asking for when we send this API information? Essentially, who the customer is, what your quote lines look like, what your part prices are, the part numbers associated to those parts, who you bought those parts from, the estimated date of completion for the job, and what department that job is currently in. All of this is done automatically for you in Dr. Smash. You just simply need to turn the feature on. But again, make sure your SLAs are in place before you turn these on so you're covered. Should you require to be asked to send historical data, so let's say from beginning of the year or beginning of last year, simply just give Dr. Smash a call, and one of our technicians will be able to log in and show you where to update that upload from date. Nice and simple. So let's go have a look in Dr. Smash how simple this actually is. So if we go to File, Defaults, Customer Follow-up, and go to our Automatrix tab, you'll see on this tab, this is all the information for uploading to Automatrix. You simply have to tick on, yes, I want to use the Automatrix API, and please do it on a timer. The timer will essentially upload it for you at 8 o'clock and at 12 o'clock each day, and then the rest of the information is just your usernames and passwords and basically how you're going to connect. So let's go do a manual upload. We go to the same window we've always gone to do Automatrix. We've just added a third option on for the upload. We tick it and push OK, and Dr. Smash does all the rest. As long as you're putting the information into Dr. Smash, it will upload it to them for you. And it's literally as simple as that. At the moment, it's sending up your suppliers as well as your quote lines, and obviously everything that's associated to that, and you're done. There should be a pop-up. There you go. Automatrix has now been uploaded and they are happy. They should have everything, assuming you filled it all in. And that's the long and short of how you now have to do Automatrix. Nothing fancy anymore. Try to keep it simple. Okay, so shall we move on to Paint unless there's something specific? No, nothing come up yet. Okay, on the Paint side, firstly, I'd like to just thank BASF, RM, and Glazeret, as they've actually been integrated into Dr. Smash for about 5 years now, and have helped us develop the reporting that we can now see in Dr. Smash. So thank you very much, guys. Secondly, I'd like to welcome on board Exalta, who have been working with us over the last few months to get their integration in. From the PPG side, unfortunately, this is not integrated as yet. Unfortunately, this has run a little bit longer than expected, but we are still working with them to get that integration going. So when we say paint import and integration, what do we actually mean? What does that, how does that help you as a client? Essentially, what we've done is we've tried to automate the process between opening a job in Dr. Smash and your paint program knowing about the job and coming back obviously from there. So when you first make a job in Dr. Smash, it will automatically open the job in your paint program, meaning now that your paint guys can only mix against jobs that Dr. Smash knows about. You can set that setting on. So you now have a lot more control on your paint guys without actually having to do much extra. Dr. Smash has done it all for you. In terms of from your paint guys themselves, nothing changes for them. All they're seeing is the list of jobs that they're allowed to now mix against. They do their normal mixing as they would have before and carry on with their life. When Dr. Smash then closes the job, it automatically closes on your paint program, so they then can't mix against that job again. And Dr. Smash automatically should have imported all those mixes that they have done against the job into Dr. Smash. What that means that you're going to get as a client, you can now get some reporting on that. For instance, you've said it's R1,000 paint, of which 500 Rand is paint material, and you've spent 600 Rand on paint material. It'll now flag it and show you that you've overmixed. If they mix before the car arrives, so before your start date of the job, it will flag it. If they've mixed after your delivered date was set, it's going to flag it because the car's not there. How are they mixing against it? Gives you a lot of reporting to now go find out what your paint guys are doing without having to do a lot more admin from your side. It's all automatically done by the system. So let's go have a look at what this actually means in Dr. Smash so you can see it visually. If we go into Dr. Smash, we go into admin, management, paint reporting, and paint exception reporting. Automatically, it's now shown us all our problem jobs. I like to know a bit more extra detail, so I show the detail column and make the window a little bit longer. So these are showing me what problems I've had in my date range. We'll come back and look at what each one means, but let's run through the window quickly. Show only open jobs. Again, all the jobs that are currently open for that date range. Show only closed jobs. What jobs have been closed in our date range. The date range is very important because you might have done your last check last week Friday. What it will now show you is only the mixes that have changed since last week Friday. So if we go through this list, gross profit in red means we're below our minimum of 50% that we've set. So it's flagging it in red to tell you to go have a look at it. Nice and easy. If we then move on to the section in black, just a note that one that was in red for 11.5, that will come up a little bit later. In black, they are now below 0%, so you're essentially paying to paint this car, and you need to go find out why. This specific job that we're looking at doesn't even have paint allowed on the job, but they've got a mix against it. Do we need to now add an extra to go find out why? You can now go and have a look at that job, and it's immediately telling you there's a problem. Your greens obviously are above your 60% that you've marked as that's where you'd like your gross profit to be. Your yellows are now in that warn me range, so 50% to 60%. And as we scroll down this list, you'll see how quickly and easy it is now to pick up all those little faults, where those warnings are. So you can go look at those jobs. If we go back to the show only problem jobs, we can now see the notes on the right hand side are showing us a lot of information. We've got a couple of jobs there that were mixed after the job was delivered. There's some that might have been before the start date at the bottom. And you can see your paint percentages there as well. So it gives you a lot of information on one screen of what's going on in your paint program, but you haven't had to actually do anything extra. It's just simply open a Dr. Smash job, import the mixes from your mixing desk, and you get a report. It's nice, quick, simple, all automated for you. Okay. So let's move on to the management reporting side. I'm assuming there aren't any questions so far. Nothing coming through. Cool. Okay, from the management reporting side. So I'm not sure why it keeps showing the Dr. Smash first. From the management reporting side. Okay, let's go through that now. We go to admin, management, admin reports. These are just we're just going through the new reports that we've added on. So we have what we call our daily reports. These are reports that are as they say, specifically for one day. So you can have that as your quotes, what orders were done in the day, what was booked in, what jobs were done, what was invoiced, what cars were delivered, productivity that was done for that day, and what jobs were closed. It's a nice, quick, easy way to overview it, and you can have that all emailed to you. The detailed working report, I can't actually show you because of the POPI requirements, because it shows a lot of customer information, but that's essentially an incredibly detailed, broken down version of your working. This external monitor is a nice monitor to show in your workshop itself, to show your guys who are physically working on the cars what's required in their departments, what's coming in, whether they're on time, behind time, in a quick, easy manner, and you don't have to do anything to keep it updated as long as you are doing your normal monitor. So let's go have a look at profitability. That's something that managers like to know about. So we're going to go into a specific job. We're going to go look at the job profit projection, and the first thing you'll see as it comes in, it's automatically pulled through your allowed values, and it's worked out an average cost for this job, which gives you an estimated gross profit. But we can make that more accurate. So we go to our parts section and we say ordered net. It now looks to see what we've actually spent, and we can go click on breakdown to see what those figures are made up of. So we can see what parts we have ordered, what the invoices look like. You can see all that information quickly from this profit screen. We can go look at our RFCs that were made against it. And then we can even go look at our consumables. Okay, so nice and simple. This all obviously assumes you're doing your ordering in Dr. Smash and that you are issuing out your consumables through Dr. Smash. If we look at our paint, you can see it's got done an average, but if we click on actual, you'll notice that 11.5 that we saw in the paint video coming through. So your paint import is now working. Productivity, it's worked it out using your default averaged rates initially. So you've said that's your average cost per hour in each one of those departments. Or if you want it to be more accurate, you can use our productivity module to now pull through exactly who's clocked in, how long each person worked for, what their hourly rate is, work all of that information out, and now get your differences. So you can get a lot more detailed information out of this. That's obviously, as I said, using our productivity module. So if we close that and set our thing to actual, you'll notice that those figures all now go to what we actually spent on productivity, and that will update our estimated gross profits. And we now actually have a more accurate costing or a profit projection for this job, because we've got exactly what Dr. Smash knows about. And that last line shows us quickly what we've invoiced, what we expected to invoice, and obviously the difference. So if there's a difference there, you can now follow up. In that case, obviously we could see it was a tow invoice had been done, but the physical insurance invoice hadn't. Nice and easy. Okay, a little bit of extra information for the productivity side of things. Productivity can give you a lot of reporting. The two main reports most people are looking for is a breakdown per employee. So you can run one employee and see every job he's worked on and whether or not he is making you money or losing you money. And you can also do it the other way around. You want to see every single job and a summary of all the work that's been done on it, so you can see what your physical costings look like. Are you making a profit on every single job? If there's a job where you aren't making the profits you were expecting, you can now go to that specific job, see the detail, and find out why. This allows you to start doing your efficiency on it. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting told that we might be buffering. Can everyone still hear me? Because apparently it's buffering suddenly. Okay, I'm going to continue because it might just be the PC next to me that's buffering. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, okay, you can work out your efficiency. So if you find a job, for instance, that's not making you money, you can go have a look at that specific job, find out why there was a problem there, and carry on forward. You can go see if maybe you've got one guy who gets paid really high rates, but he's really fast. So yes, he might be the most expensive person, but he gets the job done. Alternatively, you might find someone who does it really quickly every single time, but his wage rate's just too high to actually make him profitable. You can now get all that information out of Dr. Smash. So the important question is now, how do we get the information into Dr. Smash? Because that's obviously where the problem always comes in. There's 3 ways to do it in Dr. Smash, nice and easy. First one, the manual system. Obviously, it's the cheapest, easiest way to do it. You have a timesheet, you go into the capture section of Dr. Smash, double click on the person's name, double click on the job, and he's now clocked in on the job. When you clock him in onto the next job, it now does everything in the background for you. You can then automate that process. They're using fingerprint readers, facial scanners, clock card machines, however you're wanting to do it. You chat to us, we will get you the relevant quotes and get you all set up. The third way is now through Android. This is in development at the moment, so it's not available right this second, but it is something that we are working on so that your workshop foreman can have a tablet in front of him. As he says, you need to go work on that job. He allocates the person to that job, and it all pulls through to Dr. Smash. So, since we're talking about Android, shall we move on to Android and have a look and see what Android package we already have and what it's looking like and whether you think it'll be helpful to your business. Okay, so Android. What do you need to know about Android? Very simply, it works. So let's show you how it works. So this is our Android package. We're going to go and create a quote in your Dr. Smash Android. First thing we're going to do is we're going to scan a license disk because no one likes typing in all the information. It's a pain. It doesn't pull through the model for some reason, so we are working on that at the moment. So we're just going to type in the model. All the rest has come through. It knows its colors, it knows its engine number, it knows its VIN number. We know the customer's cell phone number, so we're going to type it in. We're going to hit search. Picked up me automatically, so I don't have to fill in any information. And now we just go open the quote. So now let's add some lines onto this quote. So we're going to do a left front bumper. Oh, I think it's a left front bumper bracket actually, sorry. We fill in the information we know. So we currently only know the strip amount that we're going to spend on it. We're going to then do our next item. So on this one, we'll know, for instance, the hours that we're going to work. Obviously, panel beating, we don't have any. Spray time, we know that there's 1.5 panels, sorry. And then our strip and assembly, we also have put our bits in. So we now want to fix the left front fender wall. So we're going to actually repair this item. So I've gone and I've put my panel beating hours. Realized that I hadn't changed my method to repair. And I just fill in the details that I know. Dr. Smash will figure out the rest when it gets imported. I'm going to take some photos of the car, all from the Android app, and this will all get synced directly to Dr. Smash when we push sync. So we're going to say this quote's completed so that the app knows to sync it across. And let's go now do a security checklist. So we're going to go to our workshop monitor. We're going to find the job that we want to work with. We click security checklist. And now this is exactly the same as the security checklist you have in Dr. Smash, but now just on the tablet. So while you're in front of the car, you're physically capturing it into Dr. Smash, essentially automatically. So you go click each one of the buttons. We try and make it as simple as possible. So for instance, here we got our own description for the radio. It's an aftermarket Sony. We note all of this in and it will sync directly across to Dr. Smash. So they have some amps as well. It's one under each seat. So if we note those two, it'll be quick and easy one to see on our security checklist when we check it in Dr. Smash. But there's all our information. The client's also told us a little comment that he would like to make about it. His boot's full of stuff. He'll come collect it next week. Okay. Client then signs to say that he's happy. And your security checklist is done. Let's go create an extra on the same job, simply so that we don't have to go through multiple jobs. We start filling in the information. We notice that stock was already on that list that we had, the clip stock. So we put it through. All this information can be updated. We are simply putting in the information we know, or the estimations that we know. And when it gets imported into Dr. Smash, you can now adjust it. We're putting in our comments, the whole lot. So in this case, the guys took a photo first of the water canister that's got a leak on it. So he's now taken the photo. He's going to write up his information about his water canister. Obviously, he only needs the one. He's estimated a price for us, but obviously when you now bring it in, you can adjust that price. It was unseen damage, and when they went and filled it with water, it started leaking. So they knew that they needed to fix it. And he's even made a note to say that there's a picture attached. And we click add. And that's done. There's our two extras. We've done everything required from the Android side to import in Dr. Smash. So now, how would it come into Dr. Smash? From the Dr. Smash side, nice and simply, we go click Android. We click on quote. We found the quote that we were working with, so there's our starlet. We click import. And let's go see what it looks like in Dr. Smash. As simple as that. Literally, quick, simple. There's the quote already. Open it up and you can see our three parts are sitting there with all the information that we filled in. If we needed to make any adjustments, we could at this point. It's now a normal quote in Dr. Smash. Let's go look at the security checklists. We've got 4 here, so we're going to just import all 4 that we have done. But we're going to specifically go look at the one that we obviously wrote up now. So let's go find that job. There you go. We go to our security checklist. And there you can see there's the aftermarket Sony, the one under each seat for the amps, and the client's comment. Already in Dr. Smash, and you haven't had to do anything extra. Talking about extras, let's go import an extra. So we're going to say import the clip stock. You can see it brings up the normal extras window. We're happy with the information, so we just clicked save. If we needed to change anything, we could have at that window. And it's as simple as that. If we want to see the extra, okay, we're going to just go have a look. There's the extra on the job for us. But it's seriously as simple as that. We've tried to make the Android program as easy to use as we possibly can. It should, if you tap B, it will start bringing up all your bonnets and all your bits like that. LFF, your left front fenders will start coming up as you're typing it in. So you're not having to fill in all the information. You have got some drop downs coming through. Okay. Are there any questions about Android coming through at the moment? Nothing at this point. Cool. Okay. So I'm just going to pause here for 2 seconds, just as the people, we wait for comments, if there's any comments. Okay, I don't see any comments coming through as yet. We will have a question section afterwards, so if we've missed anything, we will come back and chat where needed. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the Autodex section. Okay, I just see the question actually come through before I've gone on to Android. Okay, so far, everything I spoke about, Automatrix does not have a monthly cost. That is already included. The paint section is a once-off cost to purchase the module. The current pricing for it is, Chris, 1.3 for the paint. Christine will put this into the comment section as well, so you can read it. The management reporting is included in Dr. Smash. As long as you have that section, you will have the management reporting, which to my knowledge is included with our basic package. So you shouldn't have any costing there. The Android side of things will be a small monthly cost for the physical device. There's no upfront costing for that at all. It's just a monthly cost on Google Play. So you'll literally just have to log in on your account and set up your credit card. So that'll go directly through Google Play. I think the current expected cost on that is about $50 a month. So it's nothing fancy at all. That may change. It may be dropped at a later stage. That will be discussed. Autodex is what the next thing you're going to end up asking costing on. There is a costing on the Autodex module that I'm going to show you now, and it is simply because there is a licensing fee to connect to Autodex. So we are waiting for Autodex to confirm that costing with us, and we're just trying to get the contract in place so we can get the costing to you. But it is all developed and is in Dr. Smash. It's just a matter of confirmation of those costings at the moment. So I'm going to move on to Autodex, and if there is any questions about it or any further questions, I will come back and answer those. Okay, so Autodex importing. Autodex importing, we've always done Autodex importing, and we've always scraped the PDFs for you guys, and it's come into your quoting section. You've had to make one or two minor adjustments to get the values to be correct when they've thrown some funny bits in. Like for instance, the sanitation at the moment has always caused a problem. In the new system, this new Autodex importing, that doesn't exist. It will always balance to the cent because we are pulling directly from them. So let me show you what that actually means. Usual story, go to jobs and quotes, quote utilities. We now have a third button there that says Autodex assessment list. We click on Autodex assessments, and this is now a list of every assessment in Autodex currently. We break that into a couple of different statuses. The first one being your initial quotes. So these are all your shell quotes, essentially. You haven't done any quoting on them yet. You then have your interims. These are the ones you've done your quotes on and you're now waiting authorization. Next step obviously is authorization. So these should essentially be jobs in Dr. Smash already, or that you are going to be jobbing. And then we have supplementary. These are jobs where you've requested extras and you are now waiting your follow-up authorization. So what would we want to do at this point with this? First thing we'd probably want to do is just bring the quote into Dr. Smash. So let's go find a quote that we haven't got on Dr. Smash yet. It's got a value there. We've got a car. We've got a vehicle. So this one's ready to come into Dr. Smash. So let's click import. It's automatically brought through your vehicles for you. It's attached it to your customer. If it can find a match, it will attach everything it can. You simply say select, and there's Autodex done. You now have imported that quote into Dr. Smash. We could see it directly from the screen, but we're going to go through the normal method you guys know first. There's your extra quote at the bottom there. And as you can see, we brought in 105,000 Rand job. It has multiple pages, all of which you would have had to type up manually. So all the information is now in your Dr. Smash, already ready for you to use. Okay, but we've always, as we said earlier, we've always been able to import the initial quote from Autodex. So how does this actually help you? The next step is where your extra benefit comes from. Let's go look at an authorized quote. This is a job we already have in Dr. Smash, and we are now needing to update for the new allowed prices and things like that. So let's go select a job. We can see that it's sitting currently at 49,000. That's the expected costing. We now come in and click import, and we can see it should match to 51. That's what Autodex says we should be. So let's go check. We've done the import, search, let's see what it's done. And there you go. It's now updated to 51,000. So each one of your parts have been updated to the correct allowed pricing, which now has obviously pulled through to your costing sheet. So all your allowed pricing has updated. If you're doing your ordering and using Dr. Smash to its fullest, your costing sheet essentially should be done. You're doing minor checking now. So what else does the screen tell you? It's a management screen for after all. First column, status. If it's in a color, the status has changed. For instance, it's gone from interim to authorized. So you now know that that's a job that you can get into Dr. Smash. Or it's gone from supplementary to authorized. So some extra somewhere has been authorized and you can now pull it in to Dr. Smash. Your assessment number in color just means that something has updated. It could be the client's information, the insurance company, the excess values. It's just giving you an indicator to go have a look. Your job number in yellow means it's been closed in Autodex but not in Dr. Smash. In red means it's been closed in Dr. Smash and not Autodex. That's a problem. And then green means it's been closed in both places. So you're generally trying to avoid reds. Your repair cost in red means that your repair value is dropped for some reason. So it's a quick indicator for you to go have a look. And if it's in green, it's telling you that your repair cost has gone up, which is generally a good thing. If it's in white, nothing's changed. So we've tried to keep it as simple as possible, but we've also tried to give you as much information as we can. And as you can see, using that system will help a lot, especially on your costing sheet side. You're not having to do any special changes to try and make your costing sheet balance. It automatically is keeping it up to date with Autodex. So yeah, I think that's a big bonus for it. But as we said, the pricing we'll have to confirm with Autodex. Still, we are in negotiations with them over what that contracted price will be. So let's move on to future projects, unless anyone's posted some questions to you, Chris?
No.
Nothing as yet. Okay. Future projects. What are we planning to do going forward? What's this next year's aim? Very simply, we've looked at getting Dr. Smash cloud-based. So being able to access it from anywhere without having to be connected to your local network. We have actually got a proof of concept that worked. We unfortunately did not get on very well with the supplier. He didn't hold up his end of the bargain properly. So we're looking for a new supplier to do it, but the proof of concept works. So as soon as our new supplier comes on board and gives us the proof of concept, we'll be able to give you costing on that. But it has been tested. It's now just a matter of getting the supplier who can give us the turnaround times and service that we want to be able to provide to you. Nice and simple. GT Motive. GT Motive have already approached us to do the same thing as what we've done with Autodex. One benefit on the GT Motive side though is it's a once-off cost. They've already told us that there's no monthly fees. At a later stage that may change, but currently the contract that we have with them, or the understanding we have with them, is a once-off connection fee. So nothing fancy there at all required. And it'll work exactly the same way as we've done it with Autodex, all these autos. Exactly the same way as we've done it with Autodex. So everything will just import, update Dr. Smash, and you'll be able to run through nice and easy. Lightstone have also approached us already, so we have all that integration documents, so we'll be hoping to get that in the next versions coming through. So it won't be 11.06 as we mentioned earlier, it will probably be in 11.07 for instance. PPG, as we mentioned earlier, it's just a matter of we trying to get that final integration steps to go, so that's almost done as well. Sage Online, that project hasn't been started, but it's been researched. From what we can see, it shouldn't be an issue. We're hoping to have that as one of this year's projects and see if we can get Sage Online to be integrated directly into Dr. Smash. So anything you do in Dr. Smash will update to Sage Online, and we'll see if we can make your lives a little bit easier. Outsurance and NetAssess, we are currently in negotiations with them as well to allow us to connect to them, so that you're not having to duplicate all the work you're doing in Dr. Smash on someone else's website. So we're hoping to get all of that to make your life easier. If there is anything that is not on this list of future projects, we would like to obviously hear back from you and see what you're looking for. So how can you do that? Obviously, if you're on at the moment, you can put it in the comment section if you've got some ideas, and we'll take notes of that. You can email us, and we've got info at Dr. Smash, and they'll look into it. But if you're actually in Dr. Smash, why not just send it to us? So let me show you how to do that. If I share my screen with you quickly, if you come into your Dr. Smash and you see this technician button here, if we click on it, we've got three options. Submit a support ticket, which goes directly into our internal program so that we can get in contact with you. Our wish list report, which is where we're talking about you sending us some ideas. Please put as much information as you possibly can into this description. Our developers have to be able to build your report that you're looking for, or the window or the idea off the description you have here. So please put as much information as you possibly can into it. Make sure your email address is your email address so that we can get in contact with you, and we'll try to develop as much as possible. And then finally, the third button, which I think a lot of you will like, is the update file required. Instead of trying to email it to us and waiting for someone to email you back, if you come into this window, click update file required and click submit, it will go directly into our program. Our program will process it and send you an update file. It generally takes between 5 and 10 minutes for that whole process to run through. Sometimes it's quicker, but let's work over 5 to 10 minutes processing time. And it's all automated. So you just literally hit OK and it'll email it back directly to you. So that makes our life nice and simple. Okay, that concludes my main section that I needed to talk about. So do we have any questions at this point?
Yes, I just want you to explain the license of Autodex, what we mean by the license.
Okay, license for Autodex. Okay.
Yeah.
Essentially, when you log into Autodex, you currently pay for a user license to be able to get access to their program. This would be a very similar concept. You are paying for a license for Dr. Smash to connect, your personal Dr. Smash to connect to your Autodex program and pull the information across to us. So when I'm talking about licensing, it's purely just you paying for the connection between Dr. Smash and Autodex's program for your individual company. Okay. Are there any other questions that people would like to ask? Obviously, we are available still on email afterwards, so please just drop us an email if required. If I can answer the questions now, I will. But the physical presentation side of this has been concluded. Yeah, I'm gonna wait an extra 5 minutes and just see if there's any questions, and then I think we can call this stream done. Okay, as I said at the beginning of the meeting, we're hoping to finish at about 1:45 as was the last time. So I'm going to hold off until 10:02 in case there are any questions that people would like to write in. But the actual presentation is completed. So you are welcome to log off unless you want to hear people's questions. Just for additional information, this video will be available back on YouTube once we have concluded here. I think there is a time delay between the live stream finishing and it actually coming through, but you will be able to re-watch this if you have missed any details. Otherwise, as I said previously, please just give us a call to our support center and we will organize to do a individual run through of any sections that you may have missed or misunderstood or want more detail on. Okay, I do see I have got a question that's just come through about when the Android will be available. The Android package has just gone down to our initial testers, so it just needs to run through that process. Once they have confirmed that they are happy with it and that they haven't had any bugs or anything like that, we will then release it out to you guys. So there will be a notice that goes out in our monthly newsletter. So if you're not receiving the monthly newsletter, again, please drop us an email and we'll add you onto that list. I think on our website there is also a section to sign up for the newsletter. So you can just go fill that in. As soon as it is available, we will drop out a newsletter telling you about it, but it is just with our testers. As soon as they give us the go-ahead, you'll get it. Okay, there are only 2 minutes left, so if you would like to ask a question, you've got 2 minutes left to drop me a mail. Okay, apparently I said mail, I should have said chat. Okay, and that is now 10:02. So I think we're going to call this to an end. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Okay, sorry, I got a question right at the last second there. The Android package is the software and system only and not the physical Android tablet. Yes, correct. It's just the software. So as long as you have an Android phone, it will be able to be downloaded. So you just need to have access to the Play Store and you'll be able to download that. But is there any follow-up question on that? Okay, Zachariah, I see you've asking about alternates to the proof of concept at the moment, or the online version. Essentially, okay, Christine's already answered it. She's on the ball. But yeah, your main options at the moment are TeamViewer or remote desktop. You can alternatively open a port on your router, but it is a lot slower, so we don't recommend that that method. So TeamViewer and remote desktop are your two main options currently, but the cloud version of Dr. Smash will completely negate the requirement for that. It will literally look like Dr. Smash is running on your computer, wherever you are. As long as you have an internet connection, you have access to your Dr. Smash, and it will make your life a hang of a lot easier. We just need that supplier to come on board and move us along. I just got a question here to check whether we answered the physical tablet question. I'm pretty sure I did, but just in case I didn't, yes, Dr. Smash is only providing the physical software. So as long as you have an Android phone or tablet, your own personal one, or work provided one, you'll be able to use it. But we are providing specifically the software. It'll be on Google Play Store when it launches to you guys, or becomes available to you guys, should I say, and you will simply just download it from the Play Store. Okay, are there any additional questions? Should I put another time limit so the questions can come in at the last second? We're always available for questions, so. Okay, guys, it is now 5:02, so I'm going to call this meeting to an end. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate it, and hopefully, we will be able to run these a little bit more consistently, and you'll get a lot more feedback on each version as they come out. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers.